Hi, it's Johnny. We're gonna go over this SSD card that I just purchased another one. I'm gonna show you how to put it together, and then I'm gonna show you how to format it so that you could use it for your Neo Geo Mini, or you can use it for anything, pretty much anything you want. Okay, so also we're gonna open the one that is made by ScanDisk, the one that I told you guys about. That is also a SSD card. See right there, SSD. We're gonna open that up and check that one out too. Okay, so we're gonna go in a fast pace as I open this, and then we're gonna talk about it after we open it. Okay, we got pretty much everything open up. This one is by SanDisk. SAN, not ScanDisk. SanDisk. Sorry about pronunciation. All right. One thing neat about this one is you don't have to do anything. It's $15 more, cost more, but it is a terabyte compared to this one I bought. This is roughly about 100, and this one is more expensive from Costco. But it comes with, you could hook it up here, and you could put it on your pocket if you prefer. And then you have a C to USB, a C to C, and then a converter. So it come with this plus the instruction. Okay, so later we're gonna go to computer, see if we could get this formatted. And this one came with a cable. It also have a C connection, but this one go directly, not C to C, but it's actually C to USB A. Then you convert it to C. Okay, so I don't know where I put this adapter, because the other one does come with one too, but I don't know where I put it. All right, so they gave you a menu. It comes with a cable with 2 screws. You need to screw both of them in. It tell you that how to put this card in there. You have to buy the correct card, otherwise it will not fit correctly in here. Okay, so this is how they want you to put it in. And there's a little snap here that you could snap on. So bring it closer. And so we're gonna put a, all right. Okay, so this is the card that you want to get. If you don't get the correct one, it's not gonna work. You see, you have a 2 little arc here. You want to get one that have it look like that. Okay, there's a lot of different kinds. You just want to make sure you get this kind. And this is, okay, so what I'm going to do is open this up, take this plastic off, and we're going to make it to look like this one. Okay, so we're going to open the case up. Now they gave you 2, but in case you lose one, I don't think, yeah, the one in here you don't need to put any you don't need to put an additional screw in here. Okay, but when you put it in, make sure you put it in the right direction. Last time I put it in the wrong direction like this, and I was having problem plug it in. Okay, now this one could go either way. It could go this direction, or it could go this direction. More likely it should be going this direction, face up. All right, because you could either go this way or the other way, because they both directions look the same. So I put it this direction, and you just kind of lay it right on top of this, and then just push down, push in. Hold on a second, let me make sure I do it correctly. Yeah, you need to push down and in at the same time. You push forward, and here your thumb is going to push in, this thumb is going to push down. Okay, you hear the snap. Now to get this part to snap onto it, you need you could do two things. You could use this to push it back like so, and then it kind of like go up and down with it. See that? Okay, it kind of look like you're gonna break it when you put it down because it's too high to push it in. But the way they make it is, yeah, you could put it in a direction which is diagonally. Let me zoom in more so it's easier for y'all to see. All right, let me take it out again so I can show you guys in a little bit close up. So there's a little gap that hold this up. So when you pull this back, it kind of go up. So this thing is made to do that. So you don't have to worry about if you put it 45 degree or whatever, will it break? It won't. Okay. So you put it in like so, 45 degree. You hear a snap. You just put it in like this, and then you push down. Okay. Now when you push down, this plastic is in the way, so you could push it back, and then let it snap. So it's pretty easy like that. It's just pretty snap. It's a snap-on. Then make sure that this silver hole is facing this hole. Okay, not this direction, but this direction. Okay, so you're gonna put it in backward. The reason I put it in it backward so I could see that this hole, and this hole. If I think I'm zooming too close now. Okay, so I'm making sure this hole is facing up instead of this direction. This direction it won't go in, it won't screw. So you want to go this direction. Last time I put it the wrong direction. Okay, all right. So just let it slide in like so. If you have problems sliding in, just hold it down a little bit so you won't scratch the label of the white paper. Okay, and then that's it. That's it. There's no click or nothing. Just slide in. Then once you finish sliding in, then you take this. Okay. It came with the Phillips screwdriver, which is, I believe, is the magnet. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. I like every time when they give you something like that. It's cool. You have a magnet, so I can use this one whenever I'm doing you know, little device. Then you just screw it right on top. That's it. Alright, you know, it's like totally tight, just tight, not too tight. Alright, and then this cable is ready, so you just take this cable apart, and then we're gonna plug into the computer. And we're gonna plug this in. This is a C, so it doesn't matter which direction you plug in. You can plug in this direction, you can plug in this direction, you know, C. This is a C. Okay, then we're gonna plug this to the computer, either this way or depending which kind you have. And we're gonna plug this in, and then we're gonna partition it. All right. So before we go to the computer, let's move on. Let's put this in here so I won't lose anything. I'll come back for that. Now this one, you don't have to do nothing. You just take this thing off. This is more like a car. That's what I was telling you guys about. This is the SSD, and it's like a car. Okay, 1 terabyte. You can use this for like Raspberry Pi. Put underneath the Raspberry Pi. They have a new case that is come out. Where you could buy one of this, and it's Raspberry Pi. It's an NES case, but this won't work for the NES case because it's made for C. So you gotta buy one that have the special adapter. It's actually for the car. This is actually look like a car, but it's made for like a stick. I call this more like a stick car. We are creative. No, but I just plug that in. It doesn't matter which end you plug in. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can plug this way, it doesn't matter. Okay, but this one is more expensive. This is a terabyte. Now this one is only this one I just bought is only like $41, $42 because the case is 13 something, so it's $14, and the car itself is very cheap. I think it's like 20 something. So equivalent is like $41 something plus tax. So it's not bad. So this is better than the USB flash drive because they don't work very well. So I'm gonna use this for Geo Mini. So let's go to the computer and see what's the difference between formatting this one and formatting this one. Okay, this one's a little bit trickier. You have to use the disk management to format this, and this one I don't know you do or not, but this one look kind of pretty. You could put this in your pocket, but it's hard to put this in the pocket because this is pretty long. All right, okay, so let's go to the computer and check it out. And I got an extra plug. Where did this come from? Oh, this must be my old one. Where did this come from? This came with this? This one is for... Oh yeah, this one comes with this one. Oh yeah, this is for this one. This is for the computer. I need this for the computer. Okay? So it look like this. Okay, that's what this one's for. Alright, let's go and SanDisk. SanDisk doesn't have a little, you have a little tiny instruction. A lot of, I don't know, I think different language, but it doesn't really have it really important information. It doesn't have doesn't even have pictures. I'm a picture person. I like to see pictures, so it's easier. But there's really nothing to do with scan this. It's just you just plug it in pretty much. You don't have to do nothing with it. SanDisk, not scan this, SanDisk. Alright, so let's go check it out. Okay, I just plug in the SSK. That is the one that have the 120 terabyte, not terabyte, sorry, 120 gigabyte. That one is the one that's $42. Okay, so when I plug it in, it doesn't see it. Okay, the PC won't see it. So you have to start a disk manager. And disk manager, I just type disk manager. Okay, it won't find it, but when you type it, it will find it. So what we're going to do is use the program to put it in the Y partition. I think it's called an MB. Okay, so once we load it, they will give you two options to pick. So this is a physical. Okay, so we found something. Initialize manager accessing this. Okay, this is the one that we put in. So the computer recognizes it. If it doesn't, you just look for the one that is the one that I purchased, which is 120. So we found this 3. But you don't want to use the GPT. You want to use the MBR, the master boot record. Okay? Because it will tell you, it say you must initialize the disk before logical disk management can access it. Okay, so this is the one I have. The following partition style for the selected disk. All right, note, GPT partition style is not recognized by all previous versions of Windows. So you recommend using this one. So don't use this one, okay? Use this one. Don't use this. This is no. Use this one. Okay. I'm gonna click OK, and that's how you get this SSK to work. Now I don't know if the ScanDisk will have the same issue, but we're going to plug it in and see what happened to. ScanDisk, I don't think you need to, but let's see. This is the first time buying SanDisk, not ScanDisk. SanDisk, the SSD SanDisk. All right. So let's go down, see what's going on. Why is it taking so long? All right, this 3. Okay, nothing have done to it. So you have to right click it and select property. Let's see what happened. Value policy. Okay. All right, we're just going to do new simplify value. All right. So we use a new simple value wizard. That's what we did. All right, let me move this up high. Ooh. So move this up higher. Okay. So we don't have anything point to this one because I have a O, H, I, D, and C, but I don't have anything on this one, and the H, but we don't have this one. So we're going to do right click. This is a 223. Oh, I bought the 223 one. I didn't buy the 120. I bought the 230 gigabyte one. Okay. So we do new simplified value. You click next. Then you say blah blah blah. I just leave it the way it is. Click next. And then you say you want to assign a G drive to it. Sure, why not? And then let's click next. All right. Now it's asking you, do you want a FAT TF or you want an eFax? It doesn't matter. We're going to format it FAT32 anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to do next. And let's go back. I want to change this value to Neo Geo because I'm using for Neo Geo. So it had to be uppercase NEOGEO. Okay. All uppercase. We go next. And we finish. Now we have a G drive. Okay. So this is formatted. It's formatting. So it's not finished yet. So once it format, it say G drive. See that now G drive come up totally empty. All right. So we are going to right click it, but if you select format from here, you're not going to have FAT32. See that? Because anything bigger than 32 gigabyte, you cannot format it to FAT32. Windows do not let you do that. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to close that out. We're going to close this, and we're going to minimize that, and we're going to use a program called QUI. QUI is a program that is a share free software that you could download and it will format for you. Okay, so you want to download a program that looks like this called GUI format. Okay, and I just unzip it. So I'm going to sort by this. So I unzip it here, and I'm going to use the 64-bit because that's the one I have. You could use either one, doesn't matter. I'm using the 64-bit. Say yes. Now it's going to ask me to format. Now I need to know which one. I can't just say okay format. I need to know which one. So I'm going to look for my G. This is my G drive. This is the one I need to format. But you cannot point to it. You just make sure this is the one because I label it Neo Geo. All right? Because this program is picky. If anything is open to that G drive, you cannot format it. Okay? And make sure you don't point to it. Okay? Now it's going to format to FAT32 format. And I want to still keep it as Neo Geo. So I'm going to say stop. Say OK. And then you're done. So you can use this now for Neo Geo. Okay, say right here, done. All right, so that one is done. The SSK is done. Now let's take this out. Now to reject it, let me show you something also. With this car, you cannot take it out by doing it the way we used to do, where we go to where we used to go. We used to go to the G drive, for example, and we do right click and reject. There's no reject here. Okay, there's no reject here. So you have to do it this way. You have to go from here, click on the remove safety, and look for the G drive. So we're gonna pop that out. We're gonna click on it, and then it's gonna say it's safe to reject. Then you take it out. But also, one thing is picky is you cannot be pointing to the G drive. You gotta make sure you unplug the. You're not pointing to it. Okay. So let's see if that thing is already rejected. So no G drive. I think I was clicking something. That's why I don't see it. Let me take this one out. You're gonna hear a beeping noise. Mean I unplug it. Now we're gonna plug the SAN disk. So we need to format the SAN disk as well, so we can use it. So we plug it in. Now this one is a 1 terabyte. So let's see if it recognizes it. If it recognizes it, it will pop up in the middle of the screen. but I don't think it recognizes it. So right now I got F. Oh, it does. It recognizes it. So you don't have to do anything. It's already being formatted. Okay. Now, what I recommend is that, so it's recognized, it's called the external SSD card, G drive. All right. So we could look at the property and see how big this is. This is a 1 terabyte. And every time they say it's 1 terabyte, I lost 600 gigabyte. To them, it's not a big deal, but to me, it's a big deal. It's a 600 gigabyte I lost. But it say it could hold up to 931 gigabyte. They always say it's 1 terabyte, but it's only a 931 byte. Now, what I recommend is before you format this to FAT32, copy those files because you never know you're going to need it. Because sometimes your stuff might go bad or something. So make sure you copy that and put it somewhere that you won't have a problem with in the future. So I'm going to create a folder called SAN, S-A-N, SAN disk, D-I-S-K. Okay. And I'm going to put it right here. So that way when I format it, I don't lose the software that comes with it. And I'm going to call this the SSD 1 terabyte. Okay, that's the software for it. Now I could go to that same program and we are going to format it. So we're going to go to my download folder and look for the format software. And it would be a good idea to drag that out so I don't have to look for it this time. Just put it right here. Create a shortcut. Always create a shortcut. Don't copy directly to the desktop. If you copy too much stuff on your desktop is going to move very slow. Only create a shortcut. Okay. Yes, and we're going to format the G drive, which is the external SSD, and we're going to call this Neo Geo. No, we're not going to call it. We're going to leave it the way it is, so I know it's a 1 terabyte. And I'm just going to format to FAT32. Just going to click start. Always double check before you say yes, or your hard drive will be gone. Okay. Say okay. Say okay. Oh, the reason I can't do it because maybe something is open to it. So you want to make sure that you're not open to the G drive, which I am. See, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. All right. So we're going to try again. Start. Okay. So yeah, make sure you don't point to the G drive when you're formatting. Otherwise, this FAT32 program will not work. All right, close it. You're done. So yeah, pretty much that's it. And then if you want to copy the file back, let's see if we could access out using the G drive. See if G drive will recognize like the same. So if I right click it, see there's no reject. So you have to do it the same way like what I show you. Don't just unplug it. You have to go here and say from here and say I want to reject the SSD card. Okay. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and copy those software back in there in case I need it. So I'm going to go in here, copy those files back in there. Oop. Select all, copy, and then I'm going to go back to the SSD card. Where's my G drive? And put it back. Alright, so those are back. Now I could go ahead and say look for the drive G. Let's see what it says this time. It's weird. It's not, maybe because I'm recording, it's not saying remove it, safety to remove, it just disappear. See, there's no more G drive. Just double check before you unplug it. Alright, so I'm going to unplug it now. That's it. That's how you format the SSD card. Alright, hopefully this helped. Talk to you later.